2023 didn't start well for us. But after the initial setbacks, things started to improve. We finished our water collection system, hatched our own chickens,
We can have chickens. No rabbit. No menace.
and then began to turn our attentions to the project many of you have been waiting for,
Gasifier.
the gasifier. But in the heat of summer, disaster struck and we ran out of water. With no mains as backup, we had to bring water in, and to us it felt like we had failed at living off-grid. Determined to stop it from ever happening again, we decided to spend all of our savings on creating a water reservoir. With limited time and money, the project has had its challenges, but with the liner down and the soil anchor almost in place, the finish line is nearly in reach.
Kind of worked out the best way to do this is actually with our hands, because I've used a fork and it just clogs up such bad clay here. I know people will be saying, well, why didn't you just do it out of clay, why'd you bother with the liner? But when you're drawing from it, the clay cracks and then it leaks, and during summer it never really replenishes. And we found that with the pond that was at the back there, used to be one back there, and it worked for a long time, but if you start drawing from it in the summer, it doesn't come back. It takes a long time for the clay to swell and it to start working again. There's nothing like that low sun telling you to hurry every day. You see that sun so low, it feels later than it is. You're like, hurry, 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 it's going to get dark, got a couple of more hours. You never fit enough in a day. I want to get up to that jetty today, or pier, or whatever you want to call it. And then we've got some other soil to go under it that's a bit more rakeable. And then I've got to get on with that, but get the digger stuff done. This has been a really big project, a long project, and when we take on some of these projects, it's hard to actually find the time to look up and see what you have finished and what you have done and appreciate what you've done. After all, I planted all these trees on my own. So now I don't plant trees on my own, I plant them with my family. So it's just rain and more rain at the moment, but I want that pond to fill up. And we tried to work out just how much water it needs, and it's an awful lot. I don't think we'll really draw that much from it when we fill a 10,000 litre tank up. When you calculate what the surface area of it is, if we get that full up, we're only going to be using like a few inches off the top to fill a 10,000 litre tank up, is what we kind of worked out. So that's amazing. So it should last us an awful long time. It's getting there, but it's slow. We could do with speeding things up, but I haven't got time to do all the jobs I'd like to do to speed it up. And that's the issue. And the other issue is these guys, as it gets colder, aren't laying as well as they should be. Especially those two males, but if it's going to get cold, the idea is that we're going to move them into the polytunnel, and that has gone ever so green. I mean, you can see the state of the area around there at the moment, that we just ran out of time this year. We got a really good crop of vegetables from there all through the summer, and now the summer's over. The aim is that we grow as much stuff as we need through the summer, and we store, and that means something underground in somewhere dry potentially, you know, like the old-fashioned cellar, or we can stuff and things like that. It's all time though, so time we haven't got. So it's something eventually, when the kids start to get around the age of 5, it's so much easier. You know, Grace, she's 3, it's already easier. She does as she's told, she understands what to do. So me and my dad are going to be trying to make a bigger hole in this fence that we put up to move the chicken house in today. So that's the plan. So the chickens are going to be used to mineralise and feed the soil in the polytunnel ready for the spring. So your view of this project is very narrowed, and it's the weather.
You said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well, I don't know about that, but can you help me first to get these boxes down? Well, I don't know.
Well, fingers crossed this will actually work, because it's so slippery. I'm all covered in slippery old mud. The boards are all muddy, the wheels are all muddy. If I had time, I'd mess around putting wire down on there and all sorts of things to, you know, to act as a bit of grip, but it just takes a lot of time to mess around with. Parts around it. I've only just got in and missed the roof. It only just gets in there. Bigger job than I thought it was going to be. I thought that was going to be a pretty easy job today. It's turned out to be I shan't swear. Oh, I'm going to have to do something about the door, aren't I? Look where you are. Come on in.
A few weeks later, the weather changed, and we were glad to have got the chickens into the polytunnel. This was the first time Albie had ever seen snow, and whilst there wasn't very much, we wanted to give him the chance to get out and have a look.
Oh, the lilac snow, drifting down so soft and slow. Outside my window, I watch it go. Oh, the lilac snow. And though the world may seem so still, it's coming in a distant chill, with the memories of winters past, of the ones I wish would have lasted.